Have you been waking up feeling stiff? Or you're sitting too much? Maybe you just need a reset. If this is you, this flow will have you feeling lighter, more mobile, and ready to take on the day. Today we're focusing on a lower body flow that's perfect for releasing tension in your legs, hips, and lower back. You don't need any equipment for this one, just your mat and a little bit of space to move. We'll be moving through gentle stretches for your hamstrings, dynamic movements to warm up the inner thighs, and a final deep stretch for the lower body to leave you feeling completely refreshed. Most people probably skip these moments to care for their bodies, but not you. You've made it here, and that's already a win worth celebrating. By the end of this routine, I promise you'll feel loose, aligned, and energized. Let's hit the mat. We're starting with the standing forward fold, a classic move that feels like a big exhale for your entire body. Begin standing tall with your feet hip-width apart. Inhale to lengthen your spine, then exhale as you hinge forward from your hips, letting your upper body hang heavy. Reach for your shins, ankles, or the floor, whatever feels comfortable. Relax your head and neck and hold for 1 minute, taking deep, steady breaths. This stretch lengthens your hamstrings, decompresses your spine, and promotes blood flow to the brain for a gentle morning energy boost. I promise you'll feel lighter and more grounded by the end. Beginners, bend your knees slightly and rest your hands on your thighs or shins. Advanced stretches, straighten your legs fully and press your palms into the floor for a deeper stretch. Now that we've warmed up the hamstrings, let's shift into a wider stance to stretch the spine and lengthen the back of the legs. Next, we're flowing into wide stance toe touches, a dynamic stretch that lengthens the hamstrings and improves spinal mobility. Step your feet wider than shoulder width apart, with your toes pointing forward. Hinge at the hips, reaching your right hand towards your left foot while extending your left arm toward the sky. Return to center, then alternate, reaching your left hand towards your right foot. Continue alternating for 1 minute, focusing on fluid movement and a deep stretch through your legs and spine. This stretch improves flexibility in your hamstrings, activates your core, and increases spinal rotation. By the end, I promise you'll feel longer and more energized. Beginners, bend your knees slightly to make the stretch more accessible. Advanced stretches deepen the twist by holding each side for an extra breath. With your hamstrings and spine lengthened, let's move into a more dynamic hip and inner thigh stretch with Cossack side lunges. Cossack side lunges are a powerful combination of strength and flexibility, targeting your inner thighs and hips. Start with your feet in a wide stance, toes pointing slightly outward. Shift your weight to your right leg, bending your knee in a deep side lunge while keeping your left leg straight. Place your hands on the ground, your hips or in front of you for balance. Push through your right heel to return to center, then shift to the left side. Alternate sides for 1 minute, moving smoothly and steadily. This movement strengthens your legs, improves hip mobility, and stretches your inner thighs. I promise you'll feel stronger and more flexible by the end. Beginners, keep the lunge shallow and use a chair or wall for balance. Advanced stretches sink deeper into each lunge and hold for an extra breath. Now that you've activated and stretched the lower body, let's flow into a dynamic hamstring stretch with alternating a runner stretch. Are you ready to bring some movement to your hamstrings? Alternating runner stretch is a dynamic way to deepen your flexibility while warming up the legs. Step your right foot forward into a low lunge with your hands framing your foot. Straighten your front leg, pulling your hips back as you fold over your extended leg for a hamstring stretch. Return to the lunge, then switch sides, stepping your left foot forward. Alternate for 1 minute, moving smoothly and breathing deeply. This stretch dynamically lengthens the hamstrings while improving hip and knee mobility. By the end, I promise you feel looser, more agile, and ready for anything. Use blocks or a chair for support under your hands if you're just starting out. If you've been doing this for a while, hold each stretch for a few extra breaths to deepen the release. Now that we've worked through dynamic stretches, let's finish with a deep grounding hamstring stretch in half splits. Let's wrap things up with half splits, a deep hamstring stretch that creates space and length in your lower body. Stand with your feet hip-width apart and slowly spread your feet. As you lower down, hold the ground and try folding forward as far as it feels comfortable. Hold this stretch for 1 minute. This stretch targets the deep hamstrings and lower back, helping to improve flexibility and release lingering tension. By the end, you'll feel completely relaxed and rejuvenated. Beginners, you can keep your knees slightly bent and hands on blocks for support. Advanced stretches, deepen the stretch by reaching your chest closer to the ground. You did it, fam. If you're sitting all day and feel like you're not moving enough, maybe you're stiff and tired all the time, maybe it's time for you to boost your energy and get rid of that nagging stiffness. Time to take control of your movement. Go check out the free gift I have in the description. You won't want to miss it. Stay strong, flexible, and powerful. I'll see you in the next session. Let's go.